So you need a board where you can practice suturing, where you can practice excision of a mole, where you can practice drainage of an abscess. Also, get your hands used to gauze, cotton wool, yeah? Set up these things, practice with them. Again, you can buy all this from Amazon. Get yourself, create some, simple gallipots and the things you need for everyday procedures from like this was created from, Coke bottle, plastic bottles and things. The next thing you want to think about is sutures. So sutures come from Amazon in several different pieces for practice. So they allow you buy from Amazon for educational purposes, and I suggest you keep it at that. And so with that said, if you look at the sutures, there will be various types. Most likely in the exam, you would probably be using anything from O to 2O. And then most likely you would be using maybe nylon or silk or whatever suture, depending on the specifics of the procedure requested. So again, like the other way you open these things, you go to the edge and then you peel open thoroughly. Now in real life, you would see here, it has a bit of tear, and then once you do this, it peels. So oftentimes you don't use your hand, you use the instrument to bring it out. Then you open, then you use a needle holder and mount this on at the junction between the anterior 2/3 and the posterior 1/3, and then of course you adjust it with the dissecting forceps. You may have an assistant in the exam, then you can give the assistant the tail of the suture or ask them to hold the tail of the suture. So yes, so this is suture. The other thing you should consider getting is an Instra pack. It comes with this board for practice, and it's going to have an artery forceps, a scissors, and a few other things that you would use to practice. So this is the first part. So let's recap. You remember gloves? Yes. Know your size. Know how to wear them properly. If for any reason you tear your gloves, just keep calm and wear it again, and just just inform the examiners you change your gloves. The next blades, and yes, you can buy them from Amazon, but stick to the purpose for which they are bought, which is for dummy practice. And then the blades you would need are 15 and 11. We've talked about what you would use them for previously. Then you have syringes, isn't it? You have syringes, and we've explained, the coding for syringes, as well as the size, gauge of needle, and how you would use them. Then we've talked about gauze and cotton wool, getting used to them. We've talked about what injection water can help you in the place of lidocaine for practice, and we talked about improvising with some gallipots. We've talked about sutures and how to open them properly. I hope you find the preceding discussion useful. Now I'm going to move to the next discussion, where it's about catheterization. Now let's talk about catheterization. So again, you need some of the things we've talked about would apply here. You probably want to consider getting a dummy, and then there's several of these on Amazon. This I think you can buy from eBay for about £60. Again, if you are where you can borrow that, if you guys want to buy it in the group, there are several models, but this helps. And then this would serve as your patient, and it allows you to practice things like taking consent for the procedure, explaining the procedure, draping the patient, and things like that. The next again is urethral catheters themselves. And again, you want to learn about these so that you should be able to, use them, open them sterilely. This has been opened, so I can't unfortunately be able to demonstrate that. But you want to open them sterilely, open the cap, and you want to get used to actually doing this in the comfort of your home at least 2 to 3 times every week, so that you look sleek and everything goes smooth and easy in the exams. You want to get used to catheter bags and attaching them. So in another video, I'm going to cover a few others of the procedures. So just to recap, on this end, you want to get a dummy that would serve as your patient. You can buy on Amazon or eBay. You want to also get appropriate size catheters, urine bags, and of course injection water, gauze, and the other things we've talked about would be appropriate for practicing. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you find it useful. If you have questions and comment, put them down in the chat below. I'm always happy to take your questions and comments. Thank you for listening, and subscribe to the channel and like it.